Welcome to the Double Feature Podcast. Today's Double Feature Podcast consists of a Disney double feature. Of course, at the time of these movies, one of them weren't part of Disney, and that one was Percy Jackson. And now that Fox is owned by Disney, we can call it a Disney double feature. So the first feature is, of course, Percy Jackson's The Olympians and the Lightning Thief, where we take a journey with a teenager boy trying to return the lightning to the gods. And the second feature is Descendants, which is a musical comedy for Disney in which you get a bunch of bad kids that are kids of the Disney villains in, high school. That is the best description, and that will be the double feature, so enjoy. 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Double Feature Podcast. I haven't done one of these podcasts in a bit. Number one is because this is a podcast. It's not like a video where it's 10 minutes, talk about a movie, call it quits. But this is more in-depth. This is more, you get into the movie, you talk more about the movie that you saw. So this is definitely getting used to a podcast. Of course, this double feature that I'm talking about, this double feature I saw like a few weeks ago. So I'm a little what's the word? It's not like raw. It's not a raw information that I have gotten. This is more older type of double feature. But after this one, if I see a double feature either the night before or whatever, the earliest one, that's the double feature I talk about. Because I believe I've seen so many double features to a point where I could talk about fucking 100 100 double features. Because every day, for Christ's sake, I recently did the Wes Anderson double feature podcast, which consists of 10 films, and I saw most of those films doing double features, so I'm not gonna do fucking, what is it, let me do my quick maths real quick. 4 double feature podcasts, and it wouldn't feel natural. So this is a new thing with the double feature podcast. If I see a movie that's either I saw last night or the recent one, that's the one I'm gonna talk about. So those, or there's a specific one I do want to talk about with either a guest or some shit like that. Something special, something that matters. But anyways, this is a double feature that took a bit of time to get into. But I want to talk about it, number one, because there's a movie here that I probably won't review, number one, because it passed the 3 movie limit. Now, you may be wondering, what's the 3 movie limit? See, the brain can handle a lot. For me, I put like a budget here. 3 movies that I can talk about, review, and it'd be like a natural thing. So I saw those movies, and I can give a valid opinion before a review that I could talk about. And it sounds better than me I've saw 10 movies in 3 days and talking about each one of them. It'd be freaking, it's gonna be hard for me to put, as much love towards each movie. So if I remember correctly, the movies that was in this limit was The Little Mermaid. I think it was The Little Mermaid. Let me think. No, that's wrong. It was Bottle Rocket, it was Rushmore, and it was Percy Jackson's The Lightning Thief. That one I spoke about, but I did not speak about the second feature, which we're talking about. We're going to talk about this one. And I wanted to talk about it because, again, it was a movie that I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad. And I guess we're talking about it. But yeah, the double feature is a Disney double feature. Of course, before this, Percy Jackson came out in 2010, which Disney didn't own. What was it, Fox? But now that Disney owns Fox, I can now say it is a Disney double feature in the technical books. But at the time, it wasn't. So, but yeah, I saw it. I saw these with a bunch of friends. It was, I think, after I saw Across the Spider-Verse to actually talk about it, and I would like to talk about it in a double feature podcast. I'm gonna see if a friend of mine could, because me and him used to be went way back in the day, and it'd be cool talking to him again and talk about a really fucking good superhero movie. And it'd be cool. And yeah, I got to see these two movies, and I guess it was worth it. It was an interesting experience. That's what I have to say about the two films that we're gonna discuss. But before we do discuss about these two movies, let's talk about actual anything that's new. Of course I just got out of the gym, so I'm a little tired. I'm a little not tired per se, but I'm a little, what's the word, fatigued. I sweat a lot, and I'm a little like, okay, I'm getting there, but we're not tired yet. We're gonna fight through it, because you know what, we got shit to do. Yeah, my brain's a little difficult sometimes to comprehend some shit. But yeah, I just got out of the gym. I got to see a romance movie last week. Of course, I haven't uploaded movie reviews of newer films, because I've really just been uploading a bunch of Wes Anderson movies, because I saw a bunch of Wes Anderson movies, and I'm just going to upload a bunch of Wes Anderson movies, and then I get to get my little collection of Wes Anderson movies in a nice little bubble that people can be like, oh, Wes spoke about Wes Anderson. Let's see what he thought. And then scroll down to just him talking about every fucking one of his movies, because each of his movies are good. Wes Anderson hasn't even had like a bad movie in his career, so it was just me going through just a bunch of good films and just enjoying myself throughout the whole experience. So yeah, I saw a bunch of Wes Anderson movies. I think the next big talk is Insidious. Well, not big, but I last night saw Insidious for the first time. Of course, I've seen the Insidious movies. I saw the fourth one. I didn't, not all the movies, but I saw the fourth film, which was absolutely not my cup of tea. I'm not going to say shit, because I want to be nice about movies now. But it's not shit. I didn't like it. It's not my cup of tea. Anyways. But I got to see the first one. Fucking thought it was great. And tonight I'm going to try to see the second one and Mission Impossible. And that will be the big one. That's going to be the big marathon. It's going to be 6 films. 6 films, all the Mission Impossible movies. I saw all the Mission Impossible movies, but if I remember correctly, it was the 4th and 5th where I really didn't even, not comprehend, but I didn't watch it the way I was supposed to watch the movies, because I remember seeing Mission Impossible 1 and 2. I saw those 2 movies, saw them, I think, in the same day. I thought the first one was great. Second one, that's, I think, my least favorite of all the movies, but it has its good moments. And of course I saw 3 and 4, and then 5, and then, or I think if I remember correctly, I saw 1, 2, 3. I think I saw Mission Impossible by itself, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So I remember I saw the double feature. And when I did the Mission Impossible when I saw Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation, I wasn't really watching the movie. I was just comiendo mierda while watching the movie. I was at a friend's house watching Rogue Nation, barely fucking paying attention. But I saw the films, and I saw them. I was like, we're watching the Mission Impossible, and I saw Fallout in theaters, which was absolutely amazing. Such an amazing experience, and such an amazing film. One of my favorite Mission Impossible movies, I have to say. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and then after that, I'm gonna talk about Hayao Miyazaki films. I already spoke about 2 of his movies already on YouTube, not YouTube, but on the stocks pretty much. You don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. I've spoken. If I'm gonna give you a number right now of all the movies right now that I haven't even uploaded, that I've already spoken about, and I just haven't uploaded. Let me count this down for you guys. So you guys probably gonna be like, holy shit. Give me a sec. 27 films that I have already on, like, the shit. Like, 27, ladies and gentlemen. That's like almost a month, ladies and gentlemen. That's like a month of movie reviews. That's so many fucking movies that I've spoken about. It's insane. And I've spoken about every fucking movie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not lying. When I started watching when I've decided that every movie I see I must talk about, my God, there are so many fucking reviews. Some of them are like a long time ago, and I'm just uploading them with the times, and they're just, I think the oldest one has to be, I think, dude, there's a review from like 2022, man. I'm not even fucking with you, ladies and gentlemen. A review from 2022. You know what movie that is? I'm gonna give a hint. It's a classic. It's a classic. And I shit you not, that was in 2022. There's a fucking review that I haven't even like thought of like uploading. And it's just there chilling for like almost, it's gonna be almost a year. I bet you now that shit's gonna be there for a year. And you're gonna be like, this is a different human being talking about a movie. It's crazy how many fucking movie reviews I have just on stock. But yeah, I already spoke about the 2 Hayao Miyazaki's. I just have to see all his films now. I'll speak about them, upload them all. That'd be fun. And of course, we got Christopher Nolan's, which is gonna be probably my favorite marathon, because in my personal opinion, that's my favorite filmmaker of all time. It's him, Tarantino, Scorsese, just a bunch of filmmakers that I love, and Christopher Nolan is just he's my guy, man. He really is. I love every film that he's ever made. He hasn't even made like a slightly bad movie. He's made only like amazing movies, and he made one of my favorite films ever. So for that, man, that's gonna be just a marathon. And when I tell you I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and I'm gonna do this with my girlfriend, I'm gonna tell her, hey, because this movie she might not want to watch. So like, okay, well, I'll put on a movie you don't need to watch. But there's gonna be a movie that I'm just gonna have to tell her, hey, you need to pay. This is a movie. This is, and if you love me, you need to fucking pay attention during this film. And it's either The Godfather, Scarface is one of my all-time favorite films ever. It is my kind of movie. It's not the most perfect film ever, but it's my kind of film. Scarface, Godfather 1, Godfather 2, The Dark Knight trilogy. And, of course, just other movies, Inception, Interstellar, all these movies, man. I'm going to have to tell her, listen, you got to pay attention during this one, because this one is not a movie you want to sleep through. But, yeah, I'm very excited to see the film. Oppenheimer, of course, the joke of the year, Oppenheimer, Barbie is coming out of the same day, which is still happening, funny enough, so I'm not gonna complain. Somebody even said, hey, what movie you should watch first, and I personally say Oppenheimer, because it's 3 hours. Number one, it's gonna be the 3 hour movie that's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up. That film looks like a movie that by the end of it, you're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna just be, you're not gonna have words to say because you're gonna be so fucked up. Let me check, man. Let me go on Google real quick. That people talking about the movie, and some fucking walk out just utterly devastated, like they felt a nuclear bomb that actually blew them up, and that literally that's like what Christopher Nolan says. Either Christopher Nolan's a liar, which he's never ever have been, that I've seen, but he says, like, Christopher Nolan, no, what the fuck? What the hell did he say? Oh, well, first off, he says Oppenheimer ending to Inception, number one. That's what I mean. He's gonna, what the fuck? Wait, you're gonna fucking, is this all a dream? Is that how you're gonna feel like after watching Oppenheimer? Is this a dream? Is this all a dream? Like, I'm probably not gonna walk out of seeing Oppenheimer fucking feeling that. I'm not gonna walk out of Oppenheimer saying, oh man, is this a dream? Like, either there's a nuke inside the theater and you're gonna be like, oh shit, is this real? And you're fucking dead. Like, you're cloned after the movie. But yeah, I'm probably gonna see Oppenheimer first. Then after that, Barbie, because you need to recover. So something lighthearted and funny. I'll put Barbie after Oppenheimer. And if you want to do a triple feature, if you didn't see Mission Impossible, I guess watch Mission Impossible at the end. But if you want to do a triple feature, if you want to go fucking nuts, do a Oppenheimer, Barbie, Mission Impossible. Honestly, I'd say Oppenheimer, because I don't know how Mission Impossible is gonna end, because it's a part 1, and the last movies that have been part 1 have just utterly fucking make you just want to see the next film, or something bad happens. So I'd say leave Barbie for the end. It would be like one of those triple features where you see 2 actual movies, and then by the end you're gonna just watch whatever the fucking funny, entertaining, and Barbie will be that. If you didn't see Mission Impossible that weekend, but for me, if I did I'm definitely without a doubt gonna see Oppenheimer and Barbie. I don't care. I don't even care if Barbie's good or not. I'm just gonna. It's just part of the thing. You just have to. You gotta just see You just gotta see Oppenheimer and Barbie, and do it. And I'm just gonna be like, all right, ready to see Barbie. I'm a Barbie girl, and just have a blast. But yeah, definitely when I do the Nolan films, and I'm gonna have to show Lisbeth the Dark Knight trilogy. She needs to fucking see it. And she needs to see it. I would be offended if I put the Dark Knight trilogy and be like, you need to fucking pay attention. This is the This is the peak of superhero films. There's not a single superhero movie that's even competed with this, of course, except for Across the Spider-Verse. But that's like fucking. That's you can't. You just can't. But that Across the Spider-Verse, now thinking more about it, that's probably the best superhero movie we're gonna get ever. That's like the closest we're ever gonna get to like a Dark Knight type of peak. Like Across the Spider-Verse is just a masterpiece of what a superhero movie can be, or not even a superhero movie, a comic book movie more than anything. But yeah, there's gonna be a few movies of Nolan where I have to sit down, Lisbeth, and say, hey, I love you with all my heart, but you need to see these fucking movies. Like you need to sit down and see them, because there's movies like we saw John Wick and she didn't pay attention to like the second one. And the third. She didn't like the second or third. I personally, when it comes to movies, I like what I'm specifically the Dark Knight. Like, okay, Batman Begins, I'm still gonna tell her, hey, you need to pay attention to Batman. But the Dark Knight, I don't care. You need to sit down and pay attention to this, because this is what a superhero movie is, personally, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and I think I have another one, Haunted Mansion, which that's just gonna be funny. I'm just gonna watch Eddie Murphy and shit. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, the big one is definitely Hayao Miyazaki and Christopher Nolan. Those two geniuses of their own realm. And yeah, I saw 2 of Hayao Miyazaki movies. I personally love. Like I genuinely, I don't know if there's gonna be a single one after that one that's gonna compete, but I fucking love Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. That movie is amazing. It is such a beautiful movie, and I love it. And I also really think Lupin the Third is such a great debut movie of Hayao Miyazaki. That's how you pronounce his name. I always fuck up people's names, so I don't want to mess up his name, because he's an actual genius of filmmaking. But yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, what was I? Yeah, I went a little in deep of things I'm talking about. What else am I? But yeah, what was it? I saw Past Lives. I saw that movie, freaking thought it was amazing. We were going to see The Flash afterwards, but we were either tired or a friend invited us, and we were like, let's skip The Flash. We'll see it next week. And we might see it. We might see it this Friday. We'll see. But what's the movies that are even coming out this weekend? I wrote it down to see the movies to watch. Not movies to watch, but movies in theaters that I need to check Wednesday to see, are they even worth it. I know for sure we're going to see Ruby Gillman's Teenage Kraken. I don't even want to see it, but I'm going to have to see it, because that's my love. We got to see it. And we also got, I guess, Prisoners of Daughter. I saw the trailer of that. That looks interesting. That looks actually interesting. And Indiana Jones, which that might be even, I might see it, I might not. That might not even be a movie I see. But other than that, I might see The Flash. And fuck, I feel bad for Asteroid City. I want to see Asteroid City. Just like, I guess every movie has a better, people enjoy it more, so I just want to see those movies first. I'm going to get to Asteroid City one of these freaking days, but I just been busy with the movies that I just seen. So I'm going to watch The Flash. And of course, I'm certain we're going to watch Ruby Gillman's Teenage Kraken. I'm so fucking certain. I don't want to see it, but we're going to have to. Because lately I want to give choices to my girlfriend, so I tell her, hey, let's choose what... I'll give you a choice to see what movie you want. Because I feel like sometimes I choose the movie. Sometimes I'm like, all right, we're going to see these 2 movies today. But sometimes I don't give her that choice. So I'm going to... Lately, I've been like, okay, what movie do you want to watch? Any movie you want, I'll go watch it with you. And I do that for her, and I also do it for me. Because maybe there's just a movie that's bad that I'm not ever... Like, that's a good thing about watching a bad movie. This is a good thing about watching a bad movie. I'm gonna give you my true opinion of watching a bad movie and the upsides of it. One, it might be terrible. It might be the worst movie ever, and I've seen them. I've seen the worst movies ever. I mean, there's one movie to this day, truly, I don't think I can ever, like, put myself to watch again. But I'm gonna have to. And I, personally, when I do that, and when I review that movie, I'm gonna make it the best fucking review ever. Because I'm never gonna touch that shit again. I spoke about it before. But it wasn't a good review. It wasn't the content I enjoy. So I deleted a bunch of YouTube videos personally because I believe they're not I believe my content has evolved. So I just wanted to erase some of the old shit. I keep some for myself, memories for myself to see, hey, this is how we started. But I like to keep the good shit, right? So there's a point where I stopped. There's a point where I'm like, okay, these reviews are perfect. They're good. They're good enough to be there. But now I'm in the peak. I believe I have the peak editing, peak videos, peak everything right now. When it comes to my shit, like maybe there's another evolvement. I haven't discovered it, but I believe I'm in the peak of talking about movies. I'm the kind of person, right? When I talk about movies, I try to make it the best way I can. Like when it comes to effort, all that shit. So I try everything of anything and everything to make it the peak of talking about any movie I want. Pretty much. Like that's just me. I want to make it the best, right? There's so many movie review channels at this point. I'm just doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my enjoyment. But I try to evolve the fucking review channels, man, because some of them are great. I mean, I love my Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Jahns. They're my like Scorsese and Christopher Nolan or I guess Tarantino. I mean, Jeremy Jahns is more of a Tarantino type person, but of YouTubers, I guess. And Angry Joe is just like a fucking, I don't know. He's there. He's part of the filmmakers, man. He's part of the group, I guess. I prefer him talking about games more than films, but I got the Stuckman, I got the Johns, I guess some of the Tyrone Magnuses, man. They're just there for fun sometimes. Tyrone's like the Michael Bay of reviews, man. He just wants action. In every film, he just wants some action. But I like Tyrone, though. I like all these guys, though. I enjoy all of their shit. Not to name drop all of them, but I enjoy most of them. But but Stuckman and Jeremy Jahns. Stuckman's like the Scorsese, Nolan, and Jeremy Jahns is like Tarantino. Fucking, I guess Lars von Trier. Why not? Just put a name there, I guess. But they're the peak of when I see a movie and they talk about it. I listen. But other than that, and of course Moist. How can I not forget Moist, man? He's always fun. He's like the Wes Anderson, I'd say. The Wes Anderson. He's goofy. I like it. It's fun. He's the review of goofy. He's a Wes Anderson. I give him that filmmaker name. But yeah, what's the movie that are coming out? I think I said Ruby. That shit, I'm gonna see that. Some Indian. The one thing for sure, when I go to the actual filmmaking schedule, I get a bunch of Indian movies. I just get a bunch of Indian movies. I put them down. I might see, but there's so many. There's so many Indian movies every week. I shit you not. When I go to the film, like to the show times for movies, I get so many fucking Indian movies. It's like, holy smokes. I didn't know Indian movies come out every fucking weekend. Every weekend there's always something from India or Korea, some shit, which I enjoy foreign films. Some of my favorite films ever are foreign films. Speaking of, I saw Old Boy in the trailer for it, and it's coming in theaters. That's one I don't give a fuck when movie comes out. I'm gonna try to see that one. But yeah, I guess all these movies are worth watching. I'm definitely gonna see Ruby, and I might see The Flash. That's probably where I'm heading to. the Flash. Probably heading there. But anyways, not much movie news except I guess James Cameron is talking about the submarine. That shit's crazy. I saw that. I was not reading, but I saw YouTube videos. I just been seeing people discussing about it, and it's just a crazy situation. It really is such a crazy ass situation. I mean, the tragedy of it all is really, truly, I mean, it's a tragedy, but it's a tragedy that could have just been, that could have been reversed. It's something that easily could have been fixed, but I say the only person that I do feel a little passionate for is the 19-year-old. I mean, the 19-year-old was scared to go, but he only went because it was Father's Day. That's the one that really gets me the most, man. The child really died because he wanted to spend time with his dad and Father's Day, and he didn't even want to go to summer. He was terrified of it, and rightfully so. And honestly, I don't know how the billionaires decided, hey, you know what, this is safe, let's do this. Like, how first off, of course, the dude who made the shit should have. I mean, if he survived it, he would be arrested. He would be put to fucking jail, pretty much, because that thing was so faulty to a point where it's like, okay. But the ones I blame too are the ones that let it happen too. Like, there should have been some guidelines saying, hey, this is illegal. You shouldn't fucking do this type of thing. Because when you expect to go down to see the Titanic, listen, I'm not. First off, I wouldn't do it to begin with. I don't mess with the ocean. But if there's a chance, it has to be it has to be like it has to be like a plane, where it's like the chances of anything bad happening is slim to none. But there's a chance, but it's slim to none, and it's that kind of safety. Like, I wouldn't fuck with it. Like, I trust James Cameron taking me to see the Titanic more than anything. But yeah, that situation was so crazy. But yeah, I think that's enough talk. I mean, I want to get to the double feature, so let's get into this. So let me grab the first film, and I give you a little synopsis. The first feature film is Percy Jackson's and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief is an adventure family fantasy. Is about a teenager who discovers that he is the descendant of a Greek god and sets out on an adventure to settle an ongoing battle between the gods. The film's directed by Chris Columbus, known for the films Home Alone, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The runtime is 118 minutes, the rating is PG, and the film's in color. So, let's talk about Percy Jackson's and the Lightning Thief. I think this is the movie I actually spoke about, like, actually in a YouTube video. So I guess I'll go more in depth with it. I saw this for the first time. I've always heard of the film. I've always heard of it. I think I saw a trailer for it once and thought it was interesting. And I said I didn't expect to see it, but again, this is one of those movies I didn't choose. This is me going to a friend's house, and they said, let's watch a movie, and they chose this. So I didn't have much of a choice on this part. If it was me, I think for me being a filmmaker, I was like, let's watch Horse. What's this fucking movie? Horse. It's a Disney Channel movie. Horse Sense. Yeah, man, that's a classic as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I was like, let's watch Horse Sense. Yeah, they didn't agree on that. But anyways, we saw Percy Jackson instead. And yeah, this film, it's not a terrible movie. It's not shit. By all means, it's not a shit movie. But it's not a good movie by all means. It's not even not a good movie. It's not a good film. There's good stuff that comes with it though. Of course, Mr. Logan Lerman as Percy Jackson, which is his really big role in his career, which really pretty much starshipped him to Hollywood. And he's definitely the good parts of the movie. I like Logan Lerman in the movie. That and Joe Pantoliano being a drunk idiot. That was just funny. That was funny to see Joe Pantoliano just being a straight drunk asshole for the whole movie. And Uma Thurman's Medusa. That's always fun. I thought she was cool as Medusa. I liked her as Medusa. But that's really it. And just some of the cool shit, like seeing Sean Bean. I was like, oh shit, Sean Bean. I was like, oh, it's cool seeing Sean Bean. And he plays Zeus. And also Pierce Brosnan, one of the best Bonds out there. So that's the good stuff of it. But yeah, the movie starts off in a very interesting way. It starts off with Sean Bean showing up on the screen, and I think the dad of Logan Lerman. And Sean Bean's pissed. He's pissed off, and he wants his lightning back. And so he says in 2 weeks' time, or whatever the time he says, he will start war. And shit hits the fan from there. And Logan Lerman, just in school, I think in swimming classes, he's holding his breath for whatever time, and he's doing his shit. He's doing his shit. And the guy, which is funny enough, the guy from Tropic Thunder, the Brandon T. Jackson, who I also know from White Chicks. Not White Chicks, sorry, I'm going crazy. No, from Big Mama 2, I think. I think what Big Mama Like Son or some shit. I saw that movie. I had I had a DVD for Big Mama's Like Father Like Son. I fucking love it. But it's not good. It's actually not good. It's a terrible movie. Horrible movie. Not even a good movie. Sorry, shit one. And I had a DVD for it, and I always was like, it was always fun for me. I used to pretend in school that I'm a secret agent going in school. Like, that was funny. It was funny. I have my own humor sometimes. But yeah, and also, oh man, I gotta say also Alexandra Daddario was in this film, which at this time everybody loved her. Yeah, she was in this movie, and she wasn't pretty. I mean, funny enough, you go from this to her in True Detective. It's like it's like, wow, that's crazy. And she hasn't even aged nothing, right? She hasn't aged for shit. Good for her, man. She takes care of herself. Not like some people. She takes care of her health. Anyways, but yeah, and they get attacked, and he goes to train for as a what's those called, a demigod. And yeah, I thought the film was alright for what it was. I didn't hate the film. I didn't entirely love this film, but I thought the film was alright. I like Chris Columbus as a filmmaker. He made some of my childhood movies: Home Alone, Harry Potter 1 and 2, which Harry Potter is again a franchise that I grew up with. And yeah, it was cool. Chris Columbus. You could tell this is a Chris Columbus movie by the way it looks, the fantasy aspect, and just everything about it. It just feels like a Chris Columbus film. But the CGI for this one, man, does not hold up. That CGI is de pee-pee. Not good visual effects by all means. But it was an alright movie for its time. I didn't hate it while watching it. Okay, another good moment from this movie. I gotta give it. Alright, this is another good moment, man. I'm saying good shit about this movie because I'm not gonna hate on it. But because probably everybody in the world hates on this film, I'm gonna say good things about it because I'm such a positive film goer. If you ever see me watch Dark Phoenix again, you will never get a positive film goer. Because, personally, I don't want to hate on any movie. Because I try to give the best positivity on every movie I see. Because I don't want to shit on anyone at this point. I've shitted on so many filmmakers at this point. Not filmmakers, but just so many films. To the point where it's like, alright, man, I'm just trying to talk positivity. I'm tired of the negativity talk. I can't even speak. But, yeah, okay, man. I lost track on what I was gonna say. But I don't want to hate on anything. But yeah, there's a good moment in the movie, aka Las Vegas. And the great Lady Gaga's... What was that song, man? Let me search it up, man. You know the song I'm talking about. I'm not gonna play it because I'm not trying to get copyright strike. But what was it? Lady Gaga... Percy Jackson song. What was it? Yeah, this one, Poker Face. Yeah, that's such a classic scene in Percy Jackson. I mean, probably the only good scene from the movie is just them taking drugs. Fucking, and they're stuck in Vegas, which was a cool thing. That was pretty cool. Because they were capturing all the stones. And, but this one was actually unique. This was a unique thing. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know. I didn't expect it. I never seen this movie. So that was actually the good scene. That was a good scene in this film. That was actually totally fucking worth watching it to begin with. That was cool. That was a really cool scene. And yeah, that's a cool scene. That was a cool scene. But yeah, they get messed up, and yeah, I guess it was an alright movie. It was not much of a tense film, not much stakes. So, I like my steaks medium rare, you know what I mean? But no, for actual talk, there wasn't much stakes. I didn't feel I didn't feel in danger throughout the movie. I felt like everybody was doing their job, everybody was doing good, and that's it. I didn't feel any stakes. While watching this film, I didn't feel like Percy was gonna fucking die. Or no one was gonna die. It just felt like a very safe film at this point. But other than that, I thought it was alright. It was an alright watch. I didn't hate the movie. I'll give it like 2 farts. Like I gave it 2 farts. Like the reviewer says, I give this film like 3 farts or something. Yeah, I give it like 2 farts. It's alright. I didn't hate it. but it's not a good movie. That's my, I guess, review for it. It had its good moments though. I gotta give it. Poker Face, Casino, fun as heck. Uma Thurman playing Medusa, that was fun. Seeing Sean Bean pop out of the screen and then pop out of the screen. I mean, Sean Bean was in that movie for like 2 fucking scenes. I shit you not. Sean Bean was in like 2 frames in this film. This man wasn't in this movie. And I was like, oh shit, Sean Bean. And then Sean Bean leaves. I was like, fuck. Come on, you can't just fucking get Sean Bean and then just bounce. Is he in the second movie? I watch Percy Jackson too if Sean Bean's in it. I actually would watch Sea of Monsters if Sean Bean's in the movie. Damn, Sean Bean's not in the fucking movie. Then I'm not watching it then. Oh yeah, he is. Okay, he's in the movie, but he's playing this. Yeah, he's just there fucking. He's in the movie. He's just not in the role. Yeah, he's in it. Honestly, I should probably watch it just for Nathan Fillion. I fucking love Nathan Fillion. Yeah, I might see Sea of Monsters. Because why not? It'd be fun. But I did not like Percy Jackson. But I thought it was alright. I didn't hate it. It has its good moments. If you enjoy it, fair enough. Fine enough. Enjoy Percy Jackson's Lightning Thief. Again, it's not like I'm hating on a movie that was new. I'm hating on a movie from 2010, ladies and gentlemen. It's just like a decade. So Chris Columbus probably doesn't even want to talk about this movie. This is one of I'm pretty sure Chris Columbus doesn't even want to even talk about Percy Jackson's Lightning Thief. He's probably done with it. It's like, oh, whatever, man. People hate on it, but it has good moments and some enjoyable parts. So I give Lightning Thief that. So that was the first picture, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first picture. So let's get on with the second and final picture. Now the second picture. The film that we're talking about is the Disney Channel Descendants. Descendants is a comedy family fantasy. The teenage son of the king and queen of Auradon offers the troublemaking children of villains a chance to attend prep school in the kingdom. The film's directed by Kenny Ortega, written by Josanne McGibbons, Sarah Perriott, stars Dove Cameron, Cameron Bryce, Boo Boo Stewart, hopefully I pronounced her name, Boo Boo. And the runtime is 112 minutes. The film's rating is G, and the film's in color. Alright, the second picture. Now, let me get me a little drink slurp. Because this is the thing. When I talk about a movie, it's 10 fucking minutes. So I just go straight to I don't need to drink water. But I drink water because I talk a lot in this podcast. So let me just drink. Got me a water bottle. And it's amazing. Anyways, the second picture is the movie Descendants. I never seen it. Always heard about it. Of course, before I even give actual thoughts about this film, I want to go back to memory lane. I want to drive you guys back to I don't know, when I was 10 or some shit. I don't remember. Anyways, Disney Channel movies is emboldened me into films. I gotta give Disney Channel this, okay? Disney Channel movies. Okay, now you know who I am and me being a lover of cinema. Ha ha ha. Let me do a fancy laugh. But now, before I even saw any of these films, any of the movies, all the GOAT movies, the cinematic films that everyone loves, everybody tells you, hey, you gotta see it. How the fuck have you not seen this movie, you fucking asshole? But of course now I've seen a lot of the movies that people probably assault me with. But before any of that, ladies and gentlemen, before any of that shit, we gotta go back to memory lane, folks. And that memory lane, folks, is Disney Channel movies. I've grown up with Disney Channel movies. I've always enjoyed Disney Channel movies, specifically Halloween Town, which is, I guess, the peak of Disney Channel movies. I don't think that is the best. I think the best Disney, if we're going to talk about a movie, an actual film with substance, it's probably Halloween Town. That's probably the best. Maybe there's one that I have not seen that's maybe better. But I say Halloween Town because Halloween Town, I think, to me, is the best. That's the best one. I don't think a lot of Disney Channel movies compete. But we got Halloween Town. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the Wizard of Waverly Place movie, the Sweet Life on Deck movie, of course, those movies. I remember seeing, okay, this is a classic. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. I remember rewatching it and saying, damn, this sucks. But this movie, The Luck of the Irish, ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me this, okay? The Luck of the Irish is a damn masterpiece of a Disney Channel movie. It's so much shit going on in an hour, 26 minutes, to a point where you're like, wow, this is impeccable. This is fantastic. So much, I swear. There's so much in this movie. I like every frame, there's always something happening. There's not a frame that's not used. But yeah, The Luck of the Irish is a classic. Also, you got Timothy Amundsen. Hopefully that's how you pronounce his name. Of course, the man from Psych. And it's so funny looking back at that movie. And just, I also Henry Gibson, of course, a known actor back in the day. But yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a classic, and I really like that movie. And the movie, what was it? Spelling Bee movie? What was it called? Spelling Bee Disney movie. What was it called? I think I'm wrong. I mean, this is an actual good movie. What was the movie? What was the movie? I remember there was like a jump. What's the jump rope movie? Let me see. Jump rope movie. Jump In. Yo, Jump In. That's a classic. Freaking Johnny Tsunami. Fucking just Johnny Capolaro. Johnny Tsunami. Just fucking. Just freaking in it, man. He's there. Johnny Tsunami just splashing away. I remember back in the day, the Disney Reels, where you just see a kid just freaking, I don't know, man, just doing a cannon bomb on a film reel. I mean, you don't get more film than that, I gotta give it. But yeah, it's a classic. And yeah, Disney Channel movies, I grew up with it. I really did grow up with Disney Channel movies, and I give a lot of respect to Disney Channel movies the older I get, because Disney Channel movies now they're not even a thing. They don't fucking exist. I think Disney Channel, I think this is the last movie from Disney Channel that's even like, I guess, and it's still around. It's still a Disney Channel movie through and through. It's Disney 100%. So Descendants was probably the last of the Disney Channel movies. Now, let's talk about Descendants, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, as I grew up watching films now, being a person I've seen plenty of films, I've grown up now, the film is not good. It's not a good movie. It's not even, like, the budget is just god-awful. The acting isn't good. Everything about this movie is not good. But I still have fun with it, you know? I still have fun. I don't care. I went back. Seeing Descendants was like me going back to fucking as a kid just watching Disney Channel movies, where it's like, whoa, we're back, baby. We're back. And it was just, I was just happy being a kid watching a Disney movie. And that's what I gotta give Descendants, where it's like, wow, we're Disney Channel movies, it's worst of the worst. But I give Descendants this: the music is amazing. Like, the actual songs, the musical aspects are great. The actual songs are amazing. Every song is good. I say Descendants. I don't know if they have done it. let me check if they have. But they absolutely should go like a musical. Like, they should absolutely go do a musical. Like, it should absolutely be it should do a musical, like, because it would be so successful. I believe Descendants as a musical would be so successful. I don't know if they've done it. I think they have. They should, because it's such a musical. Like, when you see the movie, I'm like, this could be a fantastic musical that you'd see on Broadway or some shit, because it's so much fun. The music is cool. The costume fits. But as, of course, a film, it's not. Like, it's whatever. But looking at it in a musical aspect, I enjoy it more. And I guess in its own way, I think Descendants might be better than Percy Jackson. But that's just the thing is, because it's just, you know what you expect from a Disney Channel movie. You're not going into a Disney Channel movie expecting Godfather. You go to Disney Channel movies expecting a fun, stupid movie, and you're going to get a fun, stupid movie, and that's what I got from Descendants. So I give Descendants the respect, because it's fun, it's ridiculous, it's crazy at times. You don't know what the F is going on. I think at one point I didn't even know a character in the movie, because there was so much shit to a point where I'm like, who's this fucking guy? And everybody's like, you know what? You haven't seen the whole movie? I'm like, I've been watching this movie, and I'm so utterly like confused by it that I'm just like, I don't know. I forgot who the character was, and my God, that was interesting. That was a very interesting dilemma. I gotta say. But yeah, I enjoyed Descendants, man. For what it is, I enjoyed it. It was stupid, it was fun, but it's not a good movie. So if I give a rating to this, it'll be a 2 farts. So it'll be the same as Percy Jackson's, because it's not a good movie. I gotta be a critic in this. I can't just be like, oh, Descendants is fucking amazing, even though I enjoyed it. But in my own way, it's not a good movie. Still, it's just, I believe it could have been a good musical. Like I said, it could be a really good freaking musical. And it was. It was a really good musical for that point. Every time there's a musical thing or there's songs going on, it was fun. It was exciting. It was cool. And I give Descendants that. And I think they did a Broadway show, as they should. I mean, it would be fucking amazing to see that film in Broadway. It really will be. It would be a fantastic Broadway show, and it probably sold out millions, because it's the music is good. It has all the things you expect from a musical, and a show you expect to see in the theater. And I think it works. I think it'd be fantastic in theater, and I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, Descendants, I'd say for what it was, a success. But there was so much shit. Also, at one point, I was watching the movie, and of course, they're the characters, but at one point I was looking at the movies like, who is this fucking... I think I said, who the fuck is this who's this bootleg Maleficent? And then I shit you not, the character was Maleficent. I was like, holy shit. Like, the first time Maleficent shows up on screen, I was like, who's this fucking bootleg Maleficent? And it was Maleficent. I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. It's Maleficent. Wow, that's crazy. And of course, you find out all the villains are in the movie. You got Princess, what's his name? The guy from fucking Aladdin? I forgot his name. Let me search it up. I don't got a computer, guys, so I do everything, ladies and gentlemen. I record, I edit, and I also do the research. I'm so fucking, I can't speak, ladies. I'm sorry. The research. I don't know. I've had a long day, but yeah, the research, and I do it all. Yeah, what's his character? Prince Jafar. Yeah, that fucking guy. And you also got what's her name? The girl from 101 Dalmatian. Damn, I forgot. I suck, ladies and gentlemen. I truly am a fucking terrible film goer. I forgot her fucking name. How the hell? She had a whole movie too. Didn't she have a whole a movie? What the fuck is her name? Cruella. Yeah, Cruella DeVille. Yeah, that girl. Man, I am a shit film goer. How did I forget? And also, I guess, is it the Queen? Is that her name from Sleeping Beauty? Well, wait. Sleeping Beauty is Maleficent. Okay, so let's see. I think it's the Snow White villain. Snow White, 7 Dwarfs. Who's the villain in that? Who's the villain? Who's the Evil Queen? Yeah, that's her name, the Evil Queen. And yeah, all the villains, they were there. The kids are bad. I guess they're the kids of the villains, and the kids go to school and do mischievous things. But the whole mission is they're trying to steal some shit for Maleficent, and Maleficent's the bad guy. Wow. I swear, the plot thickens. And this is how long? If I remember correctly, this movie's like how long? How long is Descendants? For a Disney movie? It's an hour and 50... Oh my fuck. This movie's an hour and 50 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even bullshitting. This is like a fucking film. Like, I'm not like, you get a Disney movie, you get Halloween Town, The Luck of the Irish. That's how long is The Luck of the Irish? Look at this shit. Luck of the Irish is like a 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's what you expect from a Disney Channel movie. Fucking, let's look at Johnny Tsunami. How long is this fucking movie? Hour 20 minutes. An hour 28. Okay, that runtime. Let's search. Okay, Halloween Town. This is another film. Hour 24 minutes, even shorter. I'm going down all the fucking Disney Channel movies. I'm gonna go every single one. Descendants is the same runtime as a film, like an actual like, oh fuck, we're going to the cinema type movie. That is shocking. That is a runtime, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fucking run. Hope I'm not going crazy. Is it an hour? An hour 50 minutes, a little less, but still, Jesus Christ, an hour and 50 minutes for a Disney Channel movie. That is a surprise. I gotta search more. Disney Channel original movies. I'm going down the list, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go all the ones that I've remembered. The Phineas and Ferb movie, yeah, Across the Second Dimension, classic. An hour and 18 minutes. It was like a short movie as far as I'm concerned. Let It Shine. Okay, that's another long ass movie though. That's a long movie. It's an hour and 40. But okay, what else we got here? I'm going down the list, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not fucking. Smart House is a classic. Hour and 30 minutes. That's a good runtime. Minuteman. Oh my god, I remember Minuteman. This shit was crazy. I remember watching Minuteman and going down, and I'm thinking, oh shit, man, I want to go through a black hole, but of course that would never happen. Yeah, this is a classic. Hour 38 minutes. That's a pretty long Disney movie. I'm going down the list. I don't give a fuck. Teen Beach Movie. That's a classic. That's the same runtime as well. An hour 50. Okay, so musicals are long, I guess. Oh, Windy Woo! Man, I remember, man, you got freaked the girl from Sweet Life and Deck. That was an hour and 30. That's a quick review. Alright, I'm going to do 3 more movies because I'm going to be here a long fucking time. Zombies. That's a classic. Hour 30. That was a good look. Oh, Princess, the Princess Protection Program where you got Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato when they were cool with each other. That movie's like an hour 30. How long was the Wizard of Oz movie? An hour 38 minutes. I just saw that movie. I actually recently saw it. I just didn't speak about it. And of course, okay, let's end it with one more. Actually, 2 more, because why the fuck not? Actually, you know what? We're almost done. Sweet Life of Deck, hour 19. That's a good runtime. Fuck that. What's the proof point? That looks funny. Hour 30. Okay. Okay, Jump In, classic, hour 20 minutes. High School Musical, that's probably an hour 50, right? An hour 38, bro. Even High School, one of the most classic musical movies ever is an hour and 38. And of course, let's end it with, what the fuck is it, man? Go Figure, hour 30, and Dad Napped, which is like hour 30, same runtime. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, fucking Christ. I guess musicals are longer, but Descendants for being an hour 50 minutes, that's movie. That's a film. That's an actual film. That's crazy to me. That's an actual film that you could see and enjoy. If you're a child, Descendants, you would fucking love Descendants. This is a film for you guys. I believe it. But yeah, other than that, Descendants, man, I don't hate this film. It's not a good movie though. I gotta remind people, this is not a good movie. This is not, like, the acting is shit. The direction by who directed it again? I already said it. Kenny Ortega. Freaking Kenny Omega directed this film. This is not a well-made movie. It's not a well-shot film. The budget is shit. The costume is shit. Everything about it is not good. But for a Disney Channel movie, it's a goddamn masterpiece. It really is. It's a damn masterpiece, okay? If you love Disney Channel movies, this is a fucking masterpiece. This is everything you expect from a Disney Channel movie, and it's amazing. It's lovely, and I give kisses to Descendants. And yeah, classic movie. And yeah, that is the end of the second picture. Let's get right into the awards. Why not? We got awards to give out. I want to give awards to all the movies. So let's start with, I'd say, Best Actor. Easily Doug Lerman. Doug Lerman is probably the best actor. Well, fuck. I can't say that because there's so many amazing. I mean, Pierce Brosnan's an amazing actor. Fucking Sean Bean's an amazing actor. There's a lot of like supporting actors. But for us, when it comes to a lead character, this is the best. I mean, fuck, there's not a single character at this point that could have even competed, I guess. But yeah, best actor I give to Logan Lerman. I think that's respectful. Best supporting actor, and I'm going to give this to Mr. Of course, sadly, we lost him. Mr. Cameron Boyce. Sadly passed away. I think like a few years ago. And yeah, of course, seeing him. Of course, I've always enjoyed everything. I enjoyed Jesse back in the day. I remember seeing him in Grown Ups. And of course, he's known for Descendants. And yeah, it's sad loss, and of course, yeah, best supporting actor. I give it to Cameron Boyce. He was a good supporting actor, a really good supporting actor. He was funny, and for the character that he played, he did damn good. I give Cameron Boyce that. He did good for what he got. Best actress, I guess Dove Cameron. She was cool. She was nice to see in the movie. Of course, I remember seeing her in freaking, what was she, Jessie? She was in that show too, I think, right? She was in Jessie, I think. Or I suck and I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, I searched Dove Cameron. This is her. In music department, she did the theme song for Liv and Maddie. Makes sense. She was a composer. Holy fuck. Oh, yeah, she did the song. That's about it. I mean, it's not like she did a full blown John Williams. She just did a full blown. She's fine. But was she in Jessie though? I'm just trying to make it up. I'm not trying to fuck it up here. She was not in fucking Jessie. Yeah, that's and she's in Cobra Kai now, right? Or is she in Cobra Kai? That's wrong, girl. Okay, God, I fucking suck. Who the hell am I miss up? Okay, so Dove Cameron and who's the girl from Jessie then? I fucked up. I really fucked this up. Who? Peyton List. Damn. She aged pretty well. Good for her. Good for Peyton List. Aged very very well. Good for her. Good for Peyton List, man. She aged well. Good for her. I give respect. Anyways. Yeah, give it to Dove Cameron. She was good in the movie. Best supporting actress, Alexandra Daddario, man. She was a crush for every little boy or a child or a man even at the time, and she still is at that point. She's great. I like Alexandra Daddario. She's cool. Wait, I mean, I might be wrong here. I might be fucking wrong. There's Alexandra Daddario and Maleficent. Maleficent was fucking ridiculous in this film, though. That's hard. That's actually not. I didn't think about it. That's hard. Alexandra Daddario. She's not the better actress. I know what I'm gonna give it. Okay, Alexandra Daddario, as good as she was as a crush. Of course, the better actor was Maleficent. I mean, she was fucking giving a performance out there. So I'll give it to Maleficent. I'll give it to the girl who played Maleficent. Who played Maleficent in this film? Who played Maleficent? Let me search it. Alright, the actress who played Maleficent was Kristen Chenoweth. Christine Chenoweth. Did a fucking marvelous job. Good job. Kristen Chenoweth. Alright. Best direction. And I think this is easy for me. I'd say it's Chris Columbus. When it comes to a director, fuck. Chris Columbus, I guess. Chris Columbus made a film. He directed it. He directed the movie. Best writing. I'm gonna give it to the writers of Descendants because it's so ridiculous. I mean, they put effort in it. It was so fucking insane. I couldn't fathom most of the things that were happening. So I'm gonna give it to Joanne McGibbon and Sarah Perry. You did pretty solid. The writing was one of a kind. It truly was one of a kind. Best cinematography. Yeah, man, I give Percy Jackson. That was a pretty VFX was shit, but for best cinematography, there's some shots of Percy Jackson that was nice to look at. It was pretty cool. It was good looks at times. Of course, with the Chris Columbus look of it all, it was pretty good. I like the cinematography for that movie. It was pretty good for what I got. Best VFX though has to be. I was gonna say Descendants, man. Fuck. None of these VFXs are good. I'm gonna give it, I guess, to Percy Jackson. Had the most budget. No, but the Descendants VFX were truly so bad. It was terrible. I mean, again, I gotta give respect though, because you had Disney Channel money and you made VFX. I give respect because there was not much you could have done to make it look like that. So I give appreciation to the VFX artists for Descendants. I really do. There's not much they could have done, but for what they had, which was nothing, they did pretty good. So I'm gonna give it to Descendants because they gave effort. They put effort. Percy Jackson had fucking money. They had Disney. They had Fox money. They could have done something better. So Disney Channel, I'll give Descendants because they had nothing and they worked with it, and I give respect. Descendants. Best music, I'm gonna give it to Descendants. That's easy. That's easy for me because the songs in Descendants are a classic. They really are a classic. And best costume, Descendants. Fuck it, bro. That's cool. I like the. It's like, oh my god, jeez, Lord. Yeah, I guess Descendants has the best costume. Why not? Every character, like when you see the son of Cruella, you could tell that's Cruella. When you see Babu, whatever the actor name, you can tell this man's Jafar's son. Everyone definitely Maleficent and Dove Cameron. So at least every character looks the same. And the Snow White girl, or the Evil Queen, looks like the Evil Queen's daughter. So every at least the costumes you can define who's who at that time, and I give it that. And I guess best moment of the movie, that's for sure has to be Las Vegas, baby. That's Las Vegas. Scene damn near made the Percy Jackson movie. Damn near made it. That the Las Vegas scene was so ridiculous, but so fun at the same time. So I'm gonna give appreciation to that scene. That best moment was good. Well, that's not okay. That's wrong. That's just best. Okay, that's best scene. Best scene is that. But best moment. Best scene. All right, so I fucked it up. Best scene, Las Vegas. But let's talk about best moment. Best moment. It doesn't have to be a scene. It's not a scene. It's just a moment that really made you. I mean, honestly, it might not even be a movie. It might just be me being like everybody. The people I was with when I said that. Okay, so there's a character in Descendants called Ben, who I think that's the character's name. Is that his name? Fucking Ben or some shit. Is his name Ben? Yeah, Ben. That's his name, Ben. And I remember watching the movie and they were talking about like, oh man, Ben, or some shit about Ben. I was like, who the fuck is Ben? I was so like confused by the movie. Either I didn't even pay attention to character names. I just saw them as like, I guess, carcasses. I didn't even know their names. So they started laughing. Like, bro, how the fuck? You saw the whole damn movie. You didn't even know who Ben was. And I was like, I don't know. I was so confused by the whole movie. I was just watching it at this point. I was just watching it for just for something, just for fun. But yeah, it was funny. I'm gonna give it that. You know, there's not really a best moment. It was just funny. No, okay. If I'm gonna give a best moment, it's gotta be like when I saw Sean Ben for the first time. I was like, oh fuck, Sean Ben. I said that out loud. I shit you not. Right when I saw Sean Ben, I was like, holy fuck, it's Sean Ben. People didn't know who that was. Like, who the fuck you think who's Sean Bean? I'm like, bro, you don't know movies like I do, man. It's Sean fucking Bean. And it was exciting. It was an exciting moment for me when I got to see Sean Bean for the first time. An emotional moment, ladies and gentlemen. Emotional moment. But yeah, I guess I'll give that best moment. Best shot. My God, I don't think there's any. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I can come up with the best shot. I guess I don't know. I can't really name. It's hard. It's not hard. This is the thing. It's not hard. Like, oh man, I don't know what to choose. They're all good. There's not a single one I can even define. I guess the best shot is when the LSD kicks in, and you see the disoriented picture. So, other than that, yeah, that's about it. I don't remember. Fucking shit. That's it. The best shot is oriented picture when they did drugs and it looks weird. So, okay, let's get down with the best picture, though. Alright, best picture. Without a doubt, goes to Descendants. I don't give a fuck what people say. Descendants, for what it was, it's a classic. I truly, I'm not even joking at this point. People think you're probably thinking, oh, Josue's joking. I'm not even fucking joking. This is true. Descendants is a classic, and I give respect to Descendants, and I love Descendants. So, respect to Descendants, ladies and gentlemen. Clap. Descendants wins Best Picture. So, I respect Descendants. I respect it. I respect Descendants a lot. So, I give respect to you, Descendants, and I appreciate you. So, yeah, guys. That's the end of this double feature. It's a hard double feature because I mean, every one of these movies had its moments. I believe everybody should see it because it has fun moments for everybody to enjoy. This is a good double feature. Not because it's fun. It's fun. You're intrigued. You're entertained, and you're just like, okay, let's do some. Like it's a fun double feature. I give everybody I agree you should watch it because it's a Disney double feature. You're gonna have Percy Jackson, big budget. And you're going to have fucking Descendants where you're just going to be like going crazy by how outlandish everything is with some great songs, great musical moments, and the theatrics of it all, which absolutely, if it has not been done, should be done. This should go to the Broadway. It deserves it. So, yeah, those are my thoughts for the double feature of the day. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I really do. I don't know when I'm going to talk about another movie. Well, not, I mean, no shit, I'm going to talk about movies, but another double feature that's going to be worthwhile. Whatever the next double feature I see, if I have a chance to talk about it recently, I'll talk about it. So, yeah, alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if there's anything I have to say. Check out the YouTube channel. I'm going to try to upload all the Wes Anderson reviews. Today's Monday. I already uploaded something. I uploaded a video for everyone to see, so I hope everybody goes to check it out, and hope everybody enjoys it, and I'm going to try to edit this podcast right now, and try to give it to you guys next week, and yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to go see whatever movie Friday, and looking forward to the Barbie Oppenheimer double feature. How many weeks is that? Dude, honestly, I'm so looking forward to that fucking, you don't understand. When is it happening? Oppenheimer. Let me search Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. July 21st. Okay, so it's the same date for the movies. July 21st. When is that? July. What's new in the calendar? Motherfucker, I don't care. Continue. Just want to see the calendar. July 21st. July. So we're in June. Where we at now? We're in June. June 26th. June 26th, so not next, so 1, 2, about 2 weeks. That's not fucking, that's like 2 to 3 weeks. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. It's not much of a wait. I'm so hyped. That's like, honestly, after that, I'm done. I don't know what other summer movie gives me. Of course, Mission Impossible. But other than that, I'm a happy camper, man. I'm just, after fucking Oppenheimer and that, I don't think I have anything else looking forward to, except for Martin Scorsese's movies. The Martin Scorsese movie, of course. But other than that, pretty chill. Pretty chill. But yeah, guys, that's it. I'm going to try to go see whatever movie comes out this week. It sucks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say it sucks because Wednesday I work. And at that day, The Dark Knight is in theaters. In like a theater that you have to actually put effort to go see. I'm a little sad about it. I am saddened. I wish I could go see The Dark Knight in theaters because that'd be like my favorite. That's my all-time favorite film ever. I was thinking about taking a day off, but it'd be stupid if I tell my boss like, "Hey man, take a day off," because I don't like taking a day off at work. Because I want them to be like, Josue comes every fucking day, man. He's gonna show up, but other than that, man, I'm just. Whatever. I'm gonna see it though. I'm gonna see it with my girlfriend. That's what matters. I'm gonna see it with my girlfriend at her house. I'm gonna try to tell her, hey, that's gonna be a movie where I'm gonna literally sit her down. I'm gonna sit her down for. I don't know if I'm gonna sit her down for Memento. I might sit her down for Memento. But hey, yo, pay attention because this is a fucking awesome film. Pay attention. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty chill, pretty fine, and yeah. I think the week should be fine. So thank you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Hope you had fun, because that's what we do here. We try to entertain. We try to keep everybody not only entertained. I can try to entertain people, but also keep people informed. Because I try to see as many movies as I can. I like to talk about a lot of movies because one, I just really enjoy talking about movies. That's really the main reason why I talk about movies, is because I enjoy talking about movies. I love films with a lot of passion. I would love, the main goal in life is to become a filmmaker, try to make films that I would be proud of, films that I could go see in theaters, make films for people to see, but also for me to enjoy in my own way. And that's the goal. But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about films because fuck yeah, why not? I love films. I think a lot of people do, and I try to inform as many people about as many films as I can, because there might be a movie you might not know about, and I want people to know about. I want people to, like, when I see Bottle Rocket, I want to say, hey, this is a film many people have not seen. You should fucking see it. This is great. This is a great movie. This is a film that if you aspire to become a filmmaker, to be a picture maker, you should see these kind of movies, man. If I recommend, like, if you want to become a picture maker, a filmmaker, and if you want to, if you want to become one, and you want to see movies that inspire you, watch El Mariachi, which was made at, let me check, El Mariachi. All right, El Mariachi, which is a film with a budget of $7,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have $7,000 in the bank, you can make El Mariachi. Let's watch another movie, Bottle Rocket. Another movie that I think it's a great indie movie, Bottle Rocket. This film was made for... okay, that's wrong. Fuck, this movie had... Wait, I'm fucking retarded. This movie had fucking $5 million budget. Holy shit. I didn't know. It looks like a straight up indie movie. Okay, if you get a big budget, hopefully you get Bottle Rocket. Following, though, that's definitely a movie that I would consider $6,000, ladies and gentlemen. The budget was $6,000, even less than El Mariachi. And another one is, I think that's it, El Mariachi, following, in Bottle Rocket. I think that's the movies that I've spoken about with very little budget. But now, looking back, I guess Bottle Rocket had like $5 million. So, I guess the budget was the budget. The budget was good. It was a good budget. So, let me look at a movie that didn't have much of a budget that I did speak about. Yeah. Also, you got Velocipaster. Let's talk about that. Velocipaster, that shit was made with how much money, man? Let's look at it. Let's look at Velocipaster, which... that's not a really good example, but I'm going to say the Velocipaster. 36, bro. Holy fuck. 36, no way. Let me make sure the source is correct, because that's crazy. This film had more budget than fucking El Mariachi and Following, and those two movies are fucking good. Wow. Velocipaster had $36,000, and it's an absolute shit film. Wow. Following was good. El Mariachi's great. Following is a great movie. El Mariachi's a great film. And they're very inspiring. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you love films, I shout out to you, because I appreciate everyone that loves films. That's exactly what I have to say. So, if you love films, I love you too. So, guys, that's the end of the Double Feature podcast, and we'll see you guys in hopefully soon. So, see you guys. Bye-bye. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the Double Feature podcast, and we will see you guys in the next Double Feature podcast. Have a great day, great night, have a great work shift, have a great school shift, or wherever you go. I hope you have a beautiful day or night, or whatever you're doing. So just have a good day.